Proposition B would help WSISD expand our mental health department. Over the last 10 years, our enrollment has increased over 1,000 students, but our counseling department numbers have not increased. Currently, we have 17 counselors that serve over 7,000 students. WSISD currently has 2 staff members that work as mental health counselors and social workers.
In Texas and throughout the nation, the second leading cause of death in students ages 10 to 19 is suicide. Due to the social isolation we as parents and our kiddos have experienced due to COVID-19, we have seen an increase in depression-related symptoms as well as anxiety. Because of COVID-19, we've also experienced a high increase of trauma as that relates to loss of a loved one, experiencing homelessness, financial insecurities, and even abuse and neglect. But because our students were confined at home at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have found that as they've transitioned back into a school setting, the increase of anxiety has hindered their ability to engage in positive, reinforced social skills with their peers. With our students in WSISD and their constant exposure to social media and electronic devices such as their cell phone, we have seen an increase in suicidal ideations and self-harm as it relates to a lack of self-confidence and peer pressure.
Our counselors serve as guidance counselors, which is working with students to ensure that they are academically successful. They also work with students individually to help them plan for their future, whether that be college, career, military, or whatever their plans are post-high school.
We work with all of the students, including the family members, connecting them to outside resources, whether that be help with food or their electricity bill or clothing for the different seasons. The mental health counselors receive referrals from the school counselors as well as the principals. Upon receiving those referrals, we will assess the need of the student through observations in the classroom, talking with the student, and also talking with the family. Sometimes the need will include the connection of outside resources for mental health purposes, but sometimes the need is something that we can handle in school, such as individual counseling, providing students with coping skills. Proposition B would provide a director of counseling, additional mental health counselors, as well as social workers to provide students with the vital support that is needed.
Proposition B would enable WSISD to become more competitive in the job market. Currently, we are 34th out of 48th in the DFW area. Proposition B will help us to retain our high-quality educators.